And a very good afternoon from what is a very warm, very close Manchester here today. A very grey, totally grey sky. No chance of rain. Kind of hope that it would actually chuck it down with rain. It might cool it down. Anyway, what I want to talk about today, I just want to touch on something that's happening in Great Britain that we're all aware of. In fact, I would imagine the whole Western world is aware of, which is the curtailing of our freedoms here in the UK by our new Prime Minister stroke dictator Keir Starmer. This is not going to be a long video because there's just a particular thing that's being covered in the news today that I want to put out there. You may not have heard of the case, and you may well have not heard of what's happened to this particular person. The issue seems to be right now is that Mr. Starmer seems to be considering himself to be the ultimate power in Britain right now, not concerned with his country, not concerned with a purely British trait of fairness and understanding and playing the game, as it were, but laying down rules and regulations which seem to have only one aim, which is to crush and curtail the rights of British people, essentially white British people such as myself. We are all apparently right-wing thugs. Even if you look back at what happened on the 27th of July, where we had the march down in London organised by Tommy Robinson, a perfectly peaceful march and joining together of patriots of this country, people who love the UK, support the Union and just want to signify that we love our country the way it is, or should I say the way it used to be, perhaps. As part of all the new laws and regulations, he seems to be wanting to deny us the right of our freedom of expression. We don't have the American First Amendment over here, which is the guarantee of free speech, but we do have something similar, which is the freedom of expression, but he now appears to want to take that away. And as part of that, and this is the meat and vegetables of this video, is a gentleman who typed up a small number of sentences on Facebook voicing his feelings regarding the current situation about immigration into this country. Now, you can probably gather right now I'm being very selective in what I say and how I say it, because I don't particularly want Johnny Law to be knocking on my door, perhaps arresting me for what I view as being just giving out my view on a particular situation. But given what I'm going to play you very soon, seems to be that Mr. Starmer wants to take away our right to have an opinion on different things. As I say, this gentleman made a posting on Facebook which turned into an arrest, which turned into a charge, which turned into an appearance in court, and as I will play you shortly from a voice recording from the court itself, a prison sentence. I'll play it for you now. As I say, it's only an audio file, but it will give you a very clear idea, especially if you're not in the UK right now, of what life is like here. So bear in mind, this is a case of a gentleman who lives here in England, has always had freedom of expression, and has ended up in court for his opinion, which I thought, as a free Englishman, obviously we're not free anymore, we all could hold. So this court case has gone along, a judgment has been made, and the judge, I'll show you the judge, there he is, that's the judge, and I will play this for you so you can hear.
Went on to say that you did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. This offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence is unavoidable. Would you stand, please? The sentence that I pass has been reduced by 1/3 to reflect your guilty plea. The sentence is one of 20 months imprisonment. Went on to...
So, I am blown away. I do not see how any civilized country, any country certainly in the Anglosphere, can function when a free person within that society cannot have an opinion. Now, you heard what the judge said regarding his post on Facebook. Regardless of the content of what he said, that was his opinion. He is of the opinion that certain immigrants into this country may be of danger to our young daughters. And as proof of that, I offer up Rotherham, Oldham, Burnley, Oxford, and so on. But people who are coming in the small boats tend to arrive, find themselves funded, fed, housed, mobile phone, ensured that they got a doctor, ensured that they got a dentist, and so on and so forth. This is how it appears to people here in the UK. And the only difference between what I'm saying here and what the judge referred to there is that I am just quoting what this poor gentleman, who's now found himself in prison for 20 months, put in words on a Facebook forum. I don't use Facebook, so I don't know what you call it. And I'm just repeating verbatim kind of what the judge repeated. I don't see how a free man of Great Britain cannot say what he said with a clear conscience, because it is his opinion. So is it now the case that Mr. Starmer is basically saying that if your opinion doesn't align with the opinions of the current government, you will potentially be arrested, charged, sent to court, and if found guilty, go to prison for an opinion? Now, I don't remember my going out and finding my passport, packing, and getting on a plane and going to North Korea. I don't recall that. But it appears to me that that's the kind of country I'm living in. And I sincerely hope that anybody, if you're watching this and you're one of the people who voted for Labour in the recent general election, are you proud? Are you proud of what you've done? You have allowed someone into power to change this country into something that has echoes of countries that existed behind the Iron Curtain, or North Korea, or Red China, or Russia, where you have to be an automaton. You have to be told what to do, what to say, what to think. Are you proud of what you've done? And we have 5 more years of this. I never thought that I'd be living in a dictatorship, but apparently I was wrong. Thank you very much for watching. I would love to hear your feelings on this, especially if you're abroad. Give this a thumbs up. Please share it around. People need to understand what's happening in the country, which is the mother of all parliaments. Democracy more or less was invented here. We no longer live in a free civilization. And could I ask you, because it costs you nothing, no time, not even time, please subscribe. The subscription allows the algorithm to see that people are watching things like this, things that in my opinion are very, very important, and the message needs to be out there. The message that we formerly free people need to stand together and do all we can to end this tyranny, because that is what it is. So please subscribe. Please allow the algorithm to get this message out there for other people. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be back again when I've got something else to say. Bye bye.